Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty fascinating. The
Mm-hmm.
Chinese afterlife.
I love this one.
Yeah, it's really cool. And
It's so
we
interesting.
have this really neat excerpt from a Chinese text
Yeah.
that talks all about like what they call yin jin, which
Mm.
is basically their word for the
The
afterlife.
afterlife, yep. Yeah.
All the different concepts around it.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about death and reincarnation and all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
The soul's journey.
So yeah, jump right in.
Yeah, so
What do we know about this Yinjin?
well, one of the things that I find most fascinating about this is it's so different from uh, some of the Western views of the afterlife.
Okay.
You know, like we think about often, heaven and hell.
Right.
That's kind of the end of it.
Yeah.
But this is so different.
It's like a full stop.
It's like a full stop,
Whereas this is more of a
like a comma.
yeah, more of a comma, like it just keeps going. It keeps going, and it's a transition into another existence, and it's really fascinating.
So it's not just one place, Yinjin, right?
Not at all.
There's like all these different realms
Realms within a realm.
within it. So like, what are some of these like?
So we've got like DU, which is essentially the Chinese concept of hell.
Okay, so the hell, but it's like the fire and brimstone, like,
It's actually way more interesting than that. So it has 18 levels,
oh wow,
each one with very specific punishments
really?
that perfectly match like the sins that someone committed in their lifetime.
Oh, so it's not like
It's not just like, oh, you were bad, go to hell.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, you did this thing,
Oh my God,
and so this is your punishment.
that's wild. So like what kind of things are we talking?
Well, like one level might have people who weren't kind to their neighbors being trapped in copper pillars for all eternity.
Oh my gosh.
People who were dishonest in business, maybe they're drowning in a river of boiling oil. You know, things like that. It's
So you really got
pretty vivid. You
Wrong.
really got to think about your actions.
Yeah. Now we also have Yimingji. This is another realm. This one seems
Yeah, Yumingji is much more hopeful
okay.
than the fiery depths of DU.
Right, right.
It's sort of like a waiting room
Yeah.
where souls undergo all these trials
Okay.
and eventually enter into the cycle of reincarnation.
Mm.
It's all about this idea that your soul can learn and grow through multiple lives.
Well, that's cool.
And you're ultimately striving for this state of like liberation or enlightenment.
So it's not just about punishment. It's also about
Exactly.
growth.
Exactly. Becoming a better version of yourself.
Okay.
It's like a spiritual boot camp
I like that.
where you face your past deeds and, you know, become a better person for the next life.
Interesting. Okay, so then there's also Giji, right?
Yeah, Giji. The ghost realm. This is really interesting.
Yeah, what's this about?
This is where spirits who haven't moved on to those other realms yet hang out.
Okay.
It's kind of an in-between space.
Interesting.
And these spirits, they can actually influence the world of the living.
Whoa, so they're like,
They're like supernatural beings.
Like-
Sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they're mischievous.
oh wow.
They haven't moved on, but they're not being punished either.
They're just vibing.
They're just kind of there. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so now back to DU.
Mhm.
I gotta say, like,
Yeah.
these descriptions of the punishments, they're pretty intense.
Yeah, they are vivid.
Like mountains of knives and boiling oil. Like, do you think that
You know,
that was just to scare people, or was there more to it?
I think it was definitely meant to be a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
It's really hammering home this point that your actions have consequences.
Right.
And not just in this life,
Right.
but in the next life as well.
Okay, yeah.
It's emphasizing ethical conduct.
Like a cosmic balance sheet, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
What you do
Like what goes around comes around.
comes back to you there.
Yeah, even in the afterlife.
Wow. Now, speaking of actions and consequences, there's also this idea of Shaodu, right?
Oh, yeah, Chao-Du.
Which is like rituals that the living do for the dead.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
So, like, what are these rituals about?
It really highlights this strong connection between the living and the dead in Chinese culture.
Okay.
So these rituals, they often involve prayers, offerings, sometimes even burning paper money
Oh.
or effigies.
Okay.
It's a way for the living to ease their loved one's journey through the afterlife.
So it's not just like goodbye, you're gone.
No, it's a continuation of that relationship.
You're still kind of looking after them.
Yeah, you're helping them navigate these challenges, especially in places like Yumingji,
Yeah.
with the trials and everything.
And this ties in with the whole filial piety thing, right?
Absolutely. Filial piety is huge in Chinese culture. It's about respect, obedience, and care for your parents and ancestors. And that extends even after death.
Right.
So doing Xiaodu is like the ultimate act of filial duty.
Wow.
It shows this belief that family ties transcend death.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, and that what you do in this life can actually impact future generations.
Oh, wow. That's
It all comes back around.
so interesting. So, yeah, this whole system of the Chinese afterlife, this yin.
It's so complex.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. And it really makes you think. I mean, it makes me think,
It makes you think about what you're doing right now.
yeah, like how I'm living my life.
Exactly.
Because it might not just be for me,
Yeah, what kind of legacy are you leaving behind?
Yeah.
Not just for your family,
from my soul.
but for your soul in the next life.
Yeah, like are my actions now going to affect
Exactly.
what happens to me then?
It's a really powerful concept.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's wild. I got to think about that for a bit.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that. I learned a lot today.
I did too.
So, yeah,
Always fascinating.
until next time.
Yep. See you then.
See ya.